Ever walk into a room and instantly think, yeah, something happened in here? Well, ozone generators can erase that story fast, but only if you use them the smart way. So in this video, I'm ranking 5 ozone generators, and I'm telling you what it's actually like to live with them, not just read the bullet points. And quick open loop, the #1 pick surprised me because it wasn't the biggest, loudest, industrial-looking box. It was the one that made ozone treatment feel the least stressful to do correctly. 5. CrazyOne Ozone Generator. The CrazyOne feels like the classic get-the-job-done ozone box. You plug it in, set the timer, and it starts doing that unmistakable ozone thing where you can almost taste the sharpness in the air after a treatment. It's the kind of machine you grab when you've got a nasty odor problem, like a musty basement corner, a storage room that smells like old cardboard, or a rental unit that needs a reset. What I liked? It's straightforward. No apps, no overthinking. You set a time, leave the space, and let it run. For basic odor emergencies, that simplicity is actually calming because you don't want to stand there fiddling with settings when the correct move is to leave and let it work. And yes, it does reduce that something died in here vibe if you give it enough time and then ventilate properly after. But here's what bothered me. The controls felt a little cheap appliance to me. Not unusable, just not confidence-inspiring. Like when you're dealing with something that can irritate your lungs, you want the timer to feel precise and solid, not like it's one bump away from changing. The physical build also gave me more vibration noise than I expected, which isn't a huge deal because you shouldn't be in the room anyway, but it still affects how it feels as a product. Performance-wise, it's also not the most nuanced. It's kind of all muscle, not much finesse. 4. ONAMOR Digital Ozone Generator. The ONAMOR is the first one on this list that tries to make the experience feel more modern, digital display, more appliance-like vibes, and it gives you that sense that you can control things more precisely. And I'll admit, the first time I used it, I was like, okay, this is nicer to operate than the simple dial-style units. In terms of results, it does what you want an ozone generator to do for odor removal. After a proper treatment and a real ventilation period, the stale smells drop off hard. It's especially satisfying on fabric-type odors that cling to carpets or upholstery, like when a room smells like old pets or old cooking. That odor layer gets stripped down noticeably. Now, the criticism. Digital controls can be great, but they can also be annoying if the interface is not intuitive, and this one took me a minute. Not a deal breaker, just a little friction. Also, it's still an ozone generator, meaning the safety routine is the same. Nobody in the space, and you've got to air it out afterward. The EPA's point matters here, because people buy these thinking they're an air cleaner, and that's not how you should treat them. I also noticed it's easier to get overconfident with a digital unit. You see the display, you start thinking it's smart, and then you're tempted to do quick little treatments while you're nearby. Don't. California's air quality folks have specifically warned about ozone-generating devices marketed like air cleaners being potentially hazardous. Hadlook Ozone Generator. Hadlook lands right in the sweet spot for a lot of people. It feels like a practical, commercial-style unit without being overly complicated. The first thing I noticed was the general sense of sturdiness. It's not fancy. It's not trying to be your smart home buddy, it's just there to crank out ozone for odor jobs. In my testing, it handled car odor surprisingly well. If you've ever bought a used car that has that mystery previous owner smell, you know what I mean. You run a treatment, let it sit, then air it out, and the difference is immediate. It also did well in a small bedroom that had that lingering mildew note after a humid season, the kind of smell that makes you feel like the walls are judging you. What I like most is that it feels consistent. With some cheaper units, you get this sense that results vary. One day it works great, the next day it feels weaker. Hadlook felt repeatable, and that matters if you're doing multiple rooms or using it for periodic resets in problem areas like basements, garages, or storage spaces. Now, real talk. Ozone is still ozone. This is not a set it and forget it while you work in the next room thing. The EPA warns that at concentrations that do not exceed public health standards, ozone doesn't have much potential to remove indoor contaminants, and high ozone is itself a health concern. So your workflow should be treat unoccupied space, then ventilate.
AIRVIP ozone generator. AIRVIP is the one that felt the most user-friendly without getting gimmicky. It's still a serious ozone generator, but the whole experience felt more approachable. Like, you know when something is just laid out in a way that makes you less likely to mess up? That's the vibe. In a living room test where the smell was a mix of cooking, old fabric, and that weird closed-up house scent, the AIRVIP delivered a really clean reset after a proper cycle and ventilation. It didn't just mask, it did that thing ozone is good at, which is breaking down the odor situation to the point where you walk back in and you're like, the room smells like nothing. And nothing is the goal. Another use case where it shined, closets and small storage rooms. Those spaces trap odor because there's no airflow, and AIRVIP handled that well as long as you do the boring part afterward. Open up, ventilate, let the ozone dissipate. I'm repeating this because people get excited and rush back in, and that's exactly what you're not supposed to do. The biggest reason it's ranked this high is confidence. The controls felt clear, the unit felt stable, and I didn't feel like I was wrestling the product just to run a safe routine. And again, this is where the public health guidance matters. Both the EPA and California's Air Resources Agency have warned against using ozone-generating devices as air cleaners in occupied spaces.
Powerscale ozone generator. This is the one that, after multiple runs in different situations, made me go, okay, this is the easiest to recommend because it's strong, predictable, and it encourages the right kind of usage. The performance is what you want. It hits hard on smoke smells, pet odors, and that old house funk that clings to everything. One of my favorite tests was a room with upholstered furniture that had absorbed years of life. You know what I mean. After treatment and ventilation, the air felt reset, and the furniture stopped radiating that stale note. That's when ozone generators earn their keep, when normal cleaning just can't reach whatever's embedded in fabrics and porous surfaces. What pushed it to number one for me is the experience of control. It felt more set the plan, execute the plan. I could decide the treatment time confidently, leave, and come back later knowing I hadn't accidentally bumped a dial or misread a tiny display. And because ozone is not something you want to mess around with, that matters more than people think. The EPA's warning about ozone generators being sold as air cleaners is basically telling you not to treat this like a casual device. So anything that reduces operator error is a win. It also handled bigger spaces better than I expected. Not magically, not like one cycle fixes a whole building, but it didn't feel like it was struggling. Final thought. That's all for today, folks.